It was just so gratifying to be there. I feel fortunate in my lifetime that I've been able to witness personally, not hear what somebody else says, but witness personally that I was there. So it makes me feel really good. This particular bus I was on, our ward chairman and all, it was organized in Pennsylvania. When we got there, and as I said, he hadn't come down the street yet. We got there and people was just singing all kinds of songs, you know. Some of them was Negro spirituals and some were songs that people had written themselves or what have you. And we just joined in with each other just like we had known each other all the time. That is what impacted me the most, that it was no strangers, you know? That feeling of just being in an area, all of those people, and there was no strangers. It was just a love-impacted thing. It was just wonderful. I think about it over the years, and I've been to other demonstrations, but it didn't have the feel that one had. I'm trying to think back to that speech, and that I Have a Dream speech keeps bombarding all my thoughts, because he said so many wonderful things, and so many things that you know came directly from the heart. And I think the most important thing that he said to me was that he'd been to the mountaintop, you know, and that we may not get there together, but we would get there, you know.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. But 100 years
And now it makes me feel sad that it seems to be on standstill now. It's not enough movement going on. There has been some great changes and things that have happened, but to feel like I felt in that march on Washington, it made me feel like the world should have turned over, you know, and gotten away from all this racism and this foolishness, really, that's keeping our country from being so great. And I would like to see more happening for all people, not just my people, but for all people. There's so much happening in the world that's negative. I'd like to see a great impact of nothing but positive stuff, you know, that's happening to our young people. Because sometimes I think they're feeling like they're lost. In some kind of way, we have to get that back. That camaraderie feeling that happened on that day.
Thank you, everybody here for joining us today for Seattle College's 43rd annual community celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Well, for this kind of thing, I hope we take back something so positive that it will make us think more deeply about becoming a part of a movement to build our country into something great.
Now, our community is rich with people who were involved in that movement, including a woman who marched with Dr. King to the Lincoln Memorial just before he delivered his I Have a Dream speech. She was among a group of activists from Pittsburgh who chartered a bus to the March on Washington. They saw Dr. King, Coretta Scott King, Ralph Abernathy, and some pastors coming down the avenue and joined in the procession to the memorial. Now, she says, quote, "That was a time when you loved your people." Hopefully that time is continuing. We are so honored to have her with us today. Please give a welcome to Joy Conley over here in the corner. Please wave to us, Ms. Conley. Lovely to see you here.
It's an honor to get to meet Joy Conley, in your leadership as an inspiration, Ms. Conley. It's an honor to shake your hand. This is something that I have felt in my life to be in any way connected to Dr. King.
I would love to feel again like I did when I left March on Washington. That would be a great thing for me, just to be with people that I know we are on one accord and that we love each other, even though we don't know each other, but we love mankind, and that we could do something that would help somebody. You know, it's just so wonderful to go to any place and come out with that positive like feeling.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
You know, that's what that whole thing was about, people loving on one another and not even thinking to themselves, well, you're African American, you're Caucasian, you're Asian. That was not even the issue felt. It was just that we're people who need to stand together for an issue and really take it to heart, what we're doing. You know, it was just so gratifying to be there. And it sort of renewed my faith in mankind, I guess you would say, because it was so incredible and so hard to describe. It was just such a moving experience to be with people. You know, it was just an atmosphere of love and acceptance. And to me, it was just one of the most incredible things that I've ever felt.